Assalamu alaikum sir, welcome in our presentation. I am MD Moshur Rahman and my presentation partner Boshra Akhtar. We are jointly presented a case named Nicaragua vs USA. During this whole presentation, I am MD Moshur Rahman discussing about the facts and the core legal questions of this case. So, in the fact of this case, we can see that in 1979, USA supports Somoza government in Nicaragua, which has overthrown by the Sandinista revolutionaries. In 1981, USA terminated its economic aid to Nicaragua on the grounds that it had aided guerrillas fighting against the USA, supported by El Salvador government. On 9th April 1984, Nicaragua filed a case against the USA in the ICA charging USA for illegal intervention in the internal affairs. Nicaragua also claimed that the USA had, which has contrary to the customary international law, used direct armed forces against it by laying mines in Nicaraguan internal and territorial waters, causing damage to Nicaraguan ports and naval bases. Nicaragua further claimed that the USA acts in the breach of the 1956 USA-Nicaraguan Treaty of Friendship, Commerce and Navigations. From the fact of this case, we have two core of legal questions. First of all, the first question is whether USA has infringed the customary international law regarding the use of force and interventions. Yes, here USA violated the customary international law because according to UN Charter Article 2 Subarticle 4, where we see that it's prohibited the force of use and interventions. And the second question is whether USA is bound to make compensation to Nicaragua or not. Here we can tell that USA is bound to make compensation because they helps guerrilla fighters to attack in Nicaragua. Besides, they also lying mines in Nicaraguan internal and territorial water causes damage to Nicaraguan ports and naval bases. Thank you, sir. That's all from my side. Now I hand over my presentation to my partner. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum sir, I am Boshra Akhtar. My presentation partner already discussed about the case fact and issue. Now I discuss about the court decision. So the ICJ in this case decide that as USA has aided the guerrillas and used the direct armed forces against the Nicaragua by laying mines in Nicaragua internal and territorial waters, causing damage to the Nicaragua ports and naval base, it shall be imputed and liable for its acts and bound to the compensation to the Nicaragua. Basically, Nicaragua versus USA case basically related to the subjective state responsibility. As subjective state responsibility theory, a state liable for any wrongful act, a fault of that offender, state of that particular act must be proved. In case of where no negligence or mens rea can be found or proof against the offender state, it cannot be held liable under the principle of subjective state responsibility. But in this case, basically USA wrongdoing to the Nicaragua because he interfered to the USA wrongdoing to the Nicaragua because USA interfered to the Nicaragua internal matters. And also USA was contrary to the customary international law, used the direct armed force against by it laying mines in Nicaragua internal and territorial water, causing damage. So it will be proved the USA it will be proved, and also USA breach of the treaty 1956 USA Nicaragua Treaty of Friendship, Commerce and Navigation. So basically USA has bound to the compensation to the Nicaragua and it will be proof. It's all about my case. Thank you so much.